A lot of people will tell you that Disney ruined Star Wars. Honestly, I disagree. I think Disney saved Star Wars. And if you give me a couple minutes, I'm going to tell you why. Whether you love the sequels, hate them, or fall somewhere in between, I think we can all agree that Star Wars is in a very different place than it was a little over a decade ago. But let's dive in. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, I'm Patrick, DadOfXander, and I love Star Wars. Whether I'm talking about the movies and shows, or showing off my epic collection in this Star Wars themed basement, doing product unboxings, building props and cosplays, everything here is Star Wars. So if you love Star Wars, go ahead and subscribe and follow along. All right, let's rewind to 2010. Things on the Star Wars front were pretty quiet. George Lucas made it clear that he was done making Star Wars movies after the prequels. The Clone Wars animated series was keeping the hardcore fans happy, but even that was winding down and coming to an end. And beyond a few video games, books, comics, there really wasn't much new Star Wars coming. It was almost starting to feel like something you loved from the past, not something that was continuing to grow. It wasn't dead, but it certainly wasn't thriving. But then Disney stepped in. Love them or hate them, they did something bold. They brought Star Wars back to the mainstream. The Force Awakens wasn't just a movie, it was a global event. Over $2 billion at the box office. People lined up outside their movie theaters at midnight again. Star Wars felt huge. Next up came Rogue One. This movie was a huge creative risk, but it paid off. They made a darker, more grounded Star Wars movies that many fans to this day claim is their favorite Star Wars. But Disney didn't stop at movies. With the launch of their new streaming platform, Disney Plus, they launched the first live-action Star Wars television show, The Mandalorian. And once again, Star Wars fans raved about the new Star Wars they were getting. And Grogu, or as he was known at the time, Baby Yoda, became a worldwide phenomenon. Suddenly, Star Wars wasn't just back, it was bigger than ever. And you know what maybe the most important thing about all of this was? An entirely new generation fell in love with Star Wars. There are kids who grew up with Rey, Finn, Poe, and those kids see them in the same light that I see Han, Luke, Leia. Families sat down together to watch The Mandalorian every single week. Star Wars wasn't just a nostalgic memory from the past. It's alive, it's growing, and it's being passed down to new fans. Now, I'm not going to pretend that Disney Star Wars has been perfect. The sequel trilogy divided the fan base a little bit. Solo, a Star Wars story, underperformed. But let's be honest, Star Wars has always been messy. People today seem to forget how controversial the prequel trilogy was, and that actors were bullied because fans didn't get what they wanted in their minds. Even George Lucas decided he was done making Star Wars because of the hate the prequels got. The point is, whether you love the sequel trilogy, hate it, or you're falling somewhere in between, Disney has made sure that Star Wars stays alive. And that has given them a chance to keep building these stories and to keep dreaming in this galaxy far, far away. Clearly, I fall into the I love the sequels camp, but I'll never pretend they're perfect. But what I love most about Star Wars is that Star Wars is for everyone. Not every Star Wars project will be for you, but everyone can find a Star Wars project that is for them. And that's really what's important. Star Wars cannot go on without a new fan base, without bringing younger people in and letting them grow up with Star Wars. Disney has brought us so many amazing Star Wars projects and stories that we never would have gotten had they not made the purchase of Star Wars back in 2010. Great animated shows, Rebels, The Bad Batch. We got to see Ewan McGregor come back as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hayden Christensen come back as Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker. Right now, we are getting Andor in a 12-episode season 2. Without Disney, there would be none of this. At the end of the day, they have given Star Wars so much. I don't love every decision they've made. Heck, I don't love every decision George Lucas made. But I can never express how grateful I am that Star Wars just didn't fade away with George Lucas. So what do you think? Did Disney save Star Wars? Or are you going to still tell me that Disney ruined Star Wars? I would love to hear your thoughts, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. I am always willing and able to have a meaningful dialogue in the comments. And if you'd like me to go in a little deeper on any of my thoughts, let me know that as well. If you've lasted this long, please hit that like button. And if you love Star Wars like I do, be sure to subscribe, because I not only talk like this, but I show off my collection, my props, so much Star Wars. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.